Hey guys, it's Raul again, and today I'm coming to you to announce the second Read Your E-Reader Readathon. So this is a readathon that I am hosting with Janie from Bookworms Buddy, and we hosted one of these back in April, which was pretty successful, and a lot of you guys participated in, so we decided to do another one toward the end of the year. So yes, this is the official announcement that we will finally be doing our second Read Your E-Reader Readathon. The basic concept of this readathon is to pick up all of these kind of neglected ebooks that we end up kind of downloading, and if you're like me, you end up kind of downloading these ebooks when they're on sales or they're free, and you just kind of never get to them because you don't see them physically on your shelf, so you kind of forget that you have them. So this is a great opportunity to kind of pick them up and get to some of these. So yes, this time around we have come up with 10 different challenges for you guys. You don't have to pick a book for each challenge. I know I'm not getting through 10 books, so I'm definitely going to use books for multiple challenges. And I will go ahead and share with you the challenges that we have come up with for this second round of Read Your E-Reader-a-thon, and then kind of tell you some of the books that I plan on reading and hopefully getting to. So yes, let's just go ahead and get started with this. The first challenge that we have for you guys is Ghosts, and it is read a paranormal book. So any book that kind of takes place with paranormal stuff, obviously because it is October and it is Halloween, we kind of decided to throw in kind of some Halloween-y creepy type challenges. Challenge number 2 is Witches, and it is read an urban fantasy. Pretty self-explanatory. Challenge number 3 is Pumpkins. Read a book with orange on the cover. So whatever amount of orange you see on the cover, if it has orange, go ahead and read it. Challenge number 4 is Haunted House. Read a book with a house as a setting. So anything that kind of takes place mainly in a house. It could be kind of like a hotel too, so if you guys know of any books like that, but kind of a home type feeling, whether it be like a thriller or a mystery or kind of a ghost story, anything that kind of takes place in like a house or where the house is kind of the main setting of the book. Challenge number 5 is Falling Leaves. Read a book that looks like fall on the cover. Challenge number 6 is Autumn. Read a book that takes place in the fall. So one that you know of that takes place in the fall. Pretty self-explanatory. Challenge number 7 is Gray Skies. Read a book about mental health. So this kind of fits with a lot of kind of contemporaries you can pick for this one, and anything that kind of deals with mental health. I'm not 100% sure which book I'm going to read for this challenge, but I kind of have one in mind, which I'll mention a little bit later, but you guys can also put suggestions down below for some of these if you guys know of a really good book that fits any of these challenges. Challenge number 8 is Day of the Dead. Read a book by a Latin American author or that has a Latin American protagonist. So yeah, this is in honor of November 1st, Day of the Dead, which is celebrated in Mexico. And yes, that is why we came up with challenge number 8. Challenge number 9 is Chilly Nights. Read a book that makes you warm inside. So a nice kind of fluffy contemporary or nice love story, or whatever makes you nice and fluffy inside. Maybe thrillers make you nice and fluffy and warm inside. So whatever makes you nice and warm inside. And the last challenge, number 10, is Trick or Treat. Read a book that you would not normally like, but hope it ends up being a great book. So yeah, also another kind of self-explanatory challenge, something that you are just hoping is really good, but not normally like gravitated to. So for me, that would probably end up being kind of like love stories, like cute little fluffy contemporaries. So yeah, I'm hoping to get one that fits this whole themes. Yeah, so now I'm going to mention the books that I plan to read. I don't really have anything kind of set in stone, or other than like 2 books that I have on this list, and nothing that's really specifically for certain challenges. Like I've thought of some of them for certain challenges, but like eventually when I get to them and read them, I'll kind of make them sort of fit into some of these challenges. The first book that I'm hoping to get to is The Diviners by Libra Bray. This is probably going to be the first book that I pick up for this readathon, and that is definitely going to fit the bill for paranormal. I really enjoy Libra Bray's writing. I've read other books by her before, and I've heard really great things about the Diviners series. And yeah, I'm super excited. I've had this book for a long time, so this is kind of the perfect time to pick it up. And like I mentioned, it is probably going to be the first book that I end up picking up for this readathon. The next book that I have on my TBR is one that I don't own, and probably the only one on this list that I don't really own, and I'm hoping to get from the library in ebook form, and that is The Elementals by Michael McDowell. And this is a story about these three houses, or this family that owns these three houses, and they live in the South. And one of the houses is kind of like nobody really lives in. It's kind of abandoned. It's being kind of overtaken by like nature and stuff. And these really weird, creepy things happen in this one house. So definitely the challenge that will meet the kind of book that takes place in a house type setting, and it also kind of has orange on the cover, so it might fit that one too, but I'm hoping that I'm able to get it from the library if my library has it, because I really want to read this one. I've heard great things about it, and it sounds like something that I'm really going to enjoy. The next book I have on my TBR is one that I normally wouldn't pick, and that is obviously going to fit that challenge of book that I normally wouldn't go for, but I'm hoping it will be great, and that is In Between by Jenny B. Jones. This is a Christian YA, or Christian contemporary. I don't know if it's YA or not. So yeah, I really haven't heard anything about this book. It was free to download, so I don't know. I picked it up on a whim. The next book I have on my TBR is Voices of Gods by Eleanor Herman. This is the prequel novella of the Legacy of Kings series, and for those of you who don't know, Legacy of Kings is probably one of my favorite YA fantasy series, so I'm super excited to get to this prequel novella because it kind of goes more in depth with some of like the characters and some of the villains and everything, which I'm super excited to get to, and it was free. So yes, this is one that I will definitely get to during this readathon because it is short, because it's a novella and it'll be quick. And the last book I have on my TBR is Alive by Scott Sigler. I'm not really sure what this book is about. I know it's about a woman who kind of wakes up and then kind of has no recollection and no memories of what happened and how she got there. I've heard really good things about it, and I know Chelsea from Chelsea Palmer has mentioned this book a couple of times and really, really loves it, and it was on a kind of ebook sale, so I had to pick it up when I saw it on the sale, so I'm excited to get to this one. This is going to be one of the ones that I'm most likely going to get to. I'm not really sure what kind of category this book fits into, but we will see by the time I end up finishing this book what category I can kind of make it fit into, because this is one that I really, really want to get to, but I'm not sure where it's going to fit, but I need to get to this one. So yeah guys, that is it for this announcement for the Read Your E-Readathon. If you guys are planning on joining us this time around, please let us know in the comments below. Me and Janie are super, super excited to be hosting this for the second time this year, and yeah, like, you know, if you guys are planning on making a video or what books you guys are planning on reading, please let me know also. Thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you all next time.